Hello guys and welcome to another Tokyo Revengers video. And in this video, I will be talking about the newest episode of Tokyo Revengers. And this video will be an anime review for episode 42 of Tokyo Revengers, and in this video series I will be comparing the anime to the manga. There are many wholesome character interactions that take place during this episode, and I thought that seeing the child versions of Mikey and Baji was very cute. And I loved seeing the comedic dynamics between Mikey and Baji, and we already know that these two characters are childhood best friends. This episode also displayed the genuine care that Mikey and Shinichiro have for their younger sister, and this backstory did a great job of showing us the massive impact that Mikey's presence has had on Emma's life. In this episode, the animation also continues to exceed our expectations, and this episode did an excellent job of staying faithful to the manga. However, more than usual, this episode is definitely going to be filled with a lot of tragedy and suffering, and this is because Izana and Kisaki are doing everything in their power to crush Mikey's spirit. And Kisaki has laid out his plans to destroy Mikey, and these plans will soon be coming to fruition. And Kisaki intends to crush Mikey both emotionally and physically, and this will bring about one of the saddest deaths in Tokyo Revengers. However, despite this tragic death, I really thought that Mikey's future vision was very wholesome, and I loved seeing the added scenes that expanded on this future vision. And the fluidity of the animation makes this season very visually appealing, and the improved art style really upgrades the viewing experience of this new season. So this episode begins with showing us that Emma is being abandoned by her mother, and Emma's mother is leaving her at Mikey's grandfather's house. And then Mikey's grandfather started calling on Shinichiro, Mikey, and Emma, and he informed them that they will be siblings. And Mikey got disciplined for saying that Emma has a weird name, and we saw that Shinichiro started laughing at Mikey. And we get to see Shinichiro meeting Emma, and Emma started roasting Shinichiro's hairstyle. And we saw that Mikey started laughing at Shinichiro. And after looking inside of the dojo, Emma saw that Baji was training in the dojo. And we also got to see this interaction between Shinichiro and Baji, and from this scene we can tell that Baji really admires Shinichiro. And after being caught by his grandfather, we saw that Shinichiro started running away, and the grandfather told Baji not to turn out like Shinichiro. And Emma was watching Mikey train at the dojo, and she was very impressed by Mikey's outstanding skill. And Baji said that it's not fair that Mikey is a prodigy, and everyone was watching Mikey train. And then Baji started confronting Mikey, and we got to see a very funny interaction between these two characters. And then Baji started asking Mikey about his little sister, and Baji told Mikey that Emma sounds like it is a foreign name. And Baji said that in that case, he will call himself Ed for short, and Mikey said that he will call himself Mikey. And we see that Mikey and Baji are childishly joking around together. However, Emma said that she knows that her mom really hates her, and this is the reason why she got abandoned by her mother. And Emma started breaking down into tears, and Emma said that her mom told her that she would come back to get her one day. And later that night, we can see that Shinichiro is talking to his grandfather about Emma, and Shinichiro is saying that he wishes that he could make Emma smile. And we could also see that Mikey was listening in on this conversation, and while this was happening, Emma was training in the dojo. And Mikey asked Emma if she wants to spar with him, and then Mikey said that his name will be Mikey from this day forward. And Mikey said that it won't be weird if their names are similar, and in this moment we could see that Emma started crying after receiving Mikey's support. And Emma said that she wasn't actually worried about her name, and in this scene Mikey told Emma not to fall for him. However, Emma said that Mikey is not his type, and then we see that the episode suddenly transitions back to showing us the current timeline. And Emma is telling Draken that she is sorry for making him wait, and Emma is thinking that ever since that day, her family saved her from the fate of loneliness and abandonment. And then we see that Inupi is talking to Mikey, and Inupi told Mikey that he nominates Takemichi, and this is because he reminds him of Shinichiro. And in this funny moment we saw that Mikey got jealous over Takemichi being taken away from him, but Mikey said that he will still consider it. And at the Toman meeting we get to see Inupi wearing the Toman uniform for the very first time. And at this meeting we also get to see all the members of the first division, and the anime is very faithful to the manga. And after informing Mikey of Muto's betrayal, Takemichi declared that he will rescue Koko. And after learning that Tenjuku will attack tomorrow, Mikey ordered them to gather everyone in Toman so that they can prepare for the final battle. And in this scene Mikey declared that it will be their last meeting, and while this was happening we saw that Kikucho was arguing with Izana. And Izana said that there is no other way to defeat Toman, however Kikucho said that he will never be okay with this. And Kikucho said that he will never be able to condone the act of murder. And in this part of the episode the anime added a scene of Takemichi writing to the meeting. And Takemichi laid out his plans to Chifuyu, and we can see that everyone is ready for battle. And Draken announced to everyone the details of the final battle, and Draken said that their opponents are going to use dirty tactics. And Hakai is very angry, and he said that they should do the same because they put their friends in the hospital. However, Pei jumped in to stop Hakai, and he told Hakai that fighting dirty is not what Mikey would have wanted. And Mikey announced to his subordinates that not a single captain will have their back, and this is because Mikey is all they need. And then Mikey announced that they will crush Tenjuku, and in this moment we can see that everyone is cheering. Anyway guys, next we see that Takemichi and Inupi are praying at Shinichiro's grave, and Inupi told Shinichiro that Takemichi is the next leader of the Black Dragons. And Takemichi declared that he will stay true to Shinichiro's spirit, and in this moment we saw that Izana suddenly arrived on the scene. And Izana said that it is cool that Takemichi is the next leader of the Black Dragons, and Takemichi immediately recognized Izana. And Inupi got very angry at Izana, and Inupi started confronting Izana, however Izana said that Koko joined his gang on his own free will. And Izana told Inupi to let him go because he only came here to visit his brother's grave, and in this moment we saw that Mikey and Emma both arrived on the scene. And Izana said that it is sweet that the brother and sister are paying their respects, and Mikey told Takemichi to take Emma away from here. However, in this scene we can see that Kisaki is plotting something, and Kisaki is saying that if you want something done right, then you have to do it yourself. And Izana told Mikey to bring all of Toman to Yokohama, and Izana said that with this final battle they will put an end to this gang war. And Emma was wondering why boys have to fight all the time, and Emma said that even after the death of Baji and Shinichiro, Mikey never showed any weakness to anyone. However, Emma said that on the inside, she knows that Mikey is still a weak little boy, and in this moment Emma declared that she will be the one who saves Mikey. And Emma said that she will save Mikey just like how Mikey saved her, and then Emma asked Takemichi if she is trying too hard to act like she is cool, and Takemichi realized that Emma knows Mikey better than anyone, and then he started wondering if Emma is the reason why Mikey turned out evil in the future. And Emma asked Takemichi if he wants a drink, and Takemichi was wondering if Emma is alive in the future. And then the scene switches to showing us Izana and Kisaki, and in this moment Kikucho is asking Izana if he is really okay with this. And Izana replied to this by saying yes, and Kisaki told Izana to become Mikey's emotional support after he kills his younger sister. And Kisaki proclaimed that they are moments away from ruling this country, and in this moment Kisaki is thinking that with this plan, his vision of Toman will finally be complete. And Kisaki suddenly came out of nowhere riding on a motorcycle, and after hitting Emma in the head with a bat, we saw that her injured body was laying on the pavement. And Kisaki told Takemichi that everything is over now, and while he was hugging Emma, Takemichi was thinking that Kisaki would go this far just to drag Mikey down. And while he is holding Emma's body, Takemichi is crying, and he is frantically telling Emma to wake up. And in this moment we get to see the reaction of Mikey, and we see that Mikey has a shocked facial expression. And Mikey decided to carry Emma on his back to the hospital, and during this time we also got to see the reaction of Izana. And Mikey is asking Emma about their childhood memories, and Mikey said that the last time he carried her is when she broke her leg. And Emma told Mikey that she needs him to tell Draken that she is in love with him, however Mikey just responded by telling Emma to tell Draken herself. And Emma told Takemichi to take care of Mikey in her place, and in this heartbreaking moment we can see that they are both crying. And Mikey told Emma that Draken also loves her, however Mikey said that Emma's body is getting cold. And we can see that Takemichi is crying, and while this is happening we see that Mikey is telling Emma about his dream. And in this dream Emma will have a baby with Draken, and they will all hang out together late at night at Emma's house, and they will end up waking up their baby. And in this dream we get to see this very wholesome vision where Emma is throwing a can at Mikey, and all of their friends are hanging out together while having a lot of fun. And I really loved the anime original scenes that got added to this part of the episode, and this did a great job of expanding on the illustration of Mikey's dream. And I thought that Mikey's dream was very wholesome and cute, and I thought it was a great idea to add these extra scenes to the anime. And this episode ends by showing us that Emma just died in Mikey's arms, and in this tragic moment we get to see a close-up shot of her face. So this is where the episode ends, and this is the end of this video. Anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, and want to see more like it, then like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.